Women need one big thing from their husbands. They need a lot of things from their husbands, right? I mean, they require respect and they require responsibility, et cetera, et cetera. But the one big thing that if they don't have, it'll wreck their marriage, they need to be adored by their husbands. And the evolutionary reason for that is that women, they make a big investment.
She sounded really Kermit the Frog on that
feeding
one.
a child. I mean, that's a huge investment, and that requires commitment and protection from the mate. And so the way that that's shown is adoration. Like,
yeah, I mean, listen, I actually think Arthur Brooks is a very bright guy. I think his writing is intelligent. I think his public speaking is most of the time quite good. He said a few things I don't totally agree with, but I think he's right. I think it's a great point. I think it has been said before in slightly less erudite terms that men want sex and women want attention, and women will trade sex for attention and men will trade attention for sex. That's, I think, an oversimplification to some degree, but it's kind of the core of what he just said, that it's really important to a woman that she feels special, that she feels adored, that she feels placed above others, right? But, before all others or before all else, right? So, I think it's really important to recognize that dynamic in relationships and to say, like, and there, by the way, this may not be completely gendered. There may be times where, a man really needs to feel adored. We might call it respected. And a woman, needs to feel a tremendous amount of affection from her partner. But I think there's something to this. I think there are a lot of women who will say that for them, the feeling that they're beautiful, intelligent, special, wonderful, adored is like way more important to them than many of the other metrics, that a person might bestow upon them, that they're a good. And by the way, there is something to that. Like a lot of the fallacy of the girl boss thing that's happening is when you watch a lot of women on TikTok who are doing the like, why can't I find a man? I've really worked so hard. I'm very successful in my career. And they're kind of missing the point that like, I don't know a lot of men that are like, I want to find a woman who's really successful professionally. Like a lot of times they're like, I want to find a woman who's kind and sweet and beautiful and potentially a good spouse, might be a good mother someday to our children, or who makes me feel handsome and smart and all those things. They're very rarely like, I want a C-suite executive. They might say, I want someone who shares my desire to be ambitious and to make my success a priority. But I don't know a lot of men, again, in the real world, I don't know a lot of men that are like, I want a woman who is incredibly successful financially. Whereas I do think there are a lot of women that are very open that they want a man who's a good provider. They want a man who's successful because, again, that success, aside from the things that come with it, security, stability, all those things, the ability to provide for someone, it's also a measure of someone's character. That the fact that someone is hardworking, the fact that they're disciplined, that they trade what they want now for what they want most, all of which are really good metrics for a person being good in relationship in general.
All right, so you just